Yes, the losers finals of doubles at the Spartan 3. Are we into it? Yes, we are. And we begin with an early skirmish, but no early stocks. But there is one. And that is going to be the end of L for his first stock. So, a modest advantage for Wavebringer and Ralph to begin the set. But, I mean, nothing huge yet. It's hard to have anything huge. If you have something this big, this early, you are fantastic. It just takes fantastic skill to regress that hard in doubles and get away with it. Back air, well, if one can't get it, the other can. I'll be honest, I was looking at Fox. But that should be a dead NMW, but excellent shine from L. Making sure to overshoot. Instinct is just go so they keep falling off the stage. Good job overriding said instinct. Is that a dead Fox? No? Oh, yes, it is. But the wrong Fox, at least from what I was looking at. And a couple stocks get taken. The big problem for blue team is, as usual, L is dying very quickly. And sometimes it becomes too quickly. This is one of those instances. Lots of damage being built up. Wavebringer off stage with the knee, but Peach's recovery in teams is essentially immaculate. NMW does take that stock, though, and they're looking to take the next stock on Wavebringer and bring this to essentially an even playing field. They haven't done it yet, but if they can take out Wavebringer, they just might. But before they can do that, L is taken out with the back air from Ralph. Big damage on NMW, particularly. Other players as well. Alright. So, not great DI on the knee, and if that's ever true, you're dead. And the stocks are even, but percents are not. It's a fairly common situation, and it's a rather interesting question. Are percents an issue in teams? I think they are. I think it's a bit harder to maintain, or rather a bit easier to maintain an advantage when there are two people to make up for the other's faults. But teams, like any other mode of Melee, is explosive, and for any time that percents are an issue, there is another time where they are made insignificant. And that will be the end of NMW. L in a 2v1 now. We'll see what he can pull on. If he can pull this off, it'd be fantastic. Alright, a lot of damage on him now. Very, very easy to build up damage in 2v1s, which is part of why it's so hard to pull off. Alright, one go to ledge, one doesn't. Simple enough. One go to ledge, one doesn't. You bet. And that will be the first game for Wavebringer and Ralph against NMW and L. Wavebringer, I guess, just resetting his controller. I don't believe he has a good character other than Peach. I think the only person who isn't absolutely locked in is Ralph, but Fox is a better team's character than Falco is just in general. We go to Pokemon Stadium. I think this choice can be determined just by singles matchups. Falcon is better on Stadium than Peach is. But we'll see how it works out, or if anything different happens. Something different has to happen. The game is too chaotic for that not to be the case. Quick nair to knee. NMW takes the first stock 20 seconds in on Wavebringer. And we'll see if L or maybe NMW can be cleaned up in similar fashion soon. Soon is relative in these kind of games. Not quite yet off the top for Ralph. That would have been off the top for L had Ralph pulled the trigger. I don't understand the up B, or rather the side B. So I'm going to chart it up to misinputting, or maybe just realizing he was way too outmatched. Regardless of all that, NMW and L still having the advantage so far in this game too. Alright, both sides Alright, so no standoffs on the tree in doubles. Or at least not that I've ever seen, but that looked like an opportune time. Both sides had their own little nook of the woods. NMW living very long, as usual. And can we get the edge guard? No, Wavebringer too much of a distraction. Okay, everyone coming off clean again from the offstage. Is that a stock? Yes, it is. Sorry if I'm absent for certain moments. An advantage. Alright, I was going to say a small advantage, but the stock got taken, and you can firmly say that NMW and L have a slight lead. I like the shine, I like the down smash just as much, but I don't know if it was quite... Well, the shine was what might not have been worth it. The down smash, certainly. Okay, big knee. Or rather, there are no small knees, but that may be just a medium-sized knee. But, alright, both members of Red Team are at kill percent now. So we'll see if anyone can pick up an edge guard or something of that nature. And that was indeed what happened. Great SDI on the up throw up air. And there is a stock. The result looking like it's going to be the same. But to be impressive in the act is something nonetheless. That's a kill combo I can't really say I've ever seen, but the situation necessitated it, and NMW and L take Game 2 in Losers Finals. Here we are on Final Destination for Game 3. Teams have not switched since the beginning. And another very chaotic beginning, as tends to be true of doubles. Then once you get people up to higher percents, combos and edge guards start separating themselves and become slightly more orderly, though it's still very difficult to understand at a glance. So there is the first stock taken, and the second by the same token, and Wavebringer and Ralph take the first 2 pieces of blood. Not great DI on the knee, NMW gets that response, but Wavebringer with the glide able to wait it out. Up smash taking the stock though. Falcon and Peach both live fairly long in doubles, Peach due to recovery and Falcon simply due to having that weight and being able to live long. And in a concrete sense, I suppose Falcon's survivability is better, but Peach is still very good, and you saw it there. I like the pressure with the flow cancel nairs. It's something you don't often see the opportunity for, but it looks great and works fairly effectively when it does come up. Weak hits, not quite taking the stock, but NMW will give it to you. The shine from L, the attempted save, is a success. NMW reaching 170 for, I think, roughly the 10th time since we've started watching him here. Side B, again, you have to stall in doubles to wait for your teammate to get back, but each side B is bad. I mean, he didn't get hit for it, but I am curious as to what the thought process might be behind that. Is that a stomp? Nope, couldn't get it. But Wavebringer did die, and that's a lot of damage. But NMW and L have taken fairly concrete advantage now. What a combo! Windmill converting in a knee as is so hard to get. And L on the other side of the stage doing his own fantastic job taking a stock. So we go to a 2v1, Wavebringer again in this situation. So there goes NMW, or let's see. Yep, no, he's back. Is it combo time? Nope. Breaks it up, but even if you don't get combos, hits are fantastic. Great choice for NMW to just stall until the return of L. Is that stock? Not quite. Wavebringer still alive. Okay, this should be it. Ooh, weak up smash, still getting the job done. And NMW and L take game 3 off Wavebringer and Ralph. 1 away from beating the champions of Blood for Blood number 2. Yoshi's Story, the pick for game number 4. And off to a pretty fast start again. More damage on blue team's side, but no one's taken catastrophic numbers quite yet. And now we do get to that point, and it results in 2 deaths. Wavebringer going a bit deep, but Ralph very smartly recognizing that situation and bringing him back up, saving his buddy. That sounded pretty white there, didn't I? But, okay, so, bit of an advantage, but NMW and L able to even it up. Just as soon as they get it on Wavebringer. Wavebringer also at kill percent. Ralph was. They converted off that. But you know who else is a kill percentage now? NMW and L, both of them. And we have a camera go out. But you've seen him before. Is that stock? Not quite. And since NMW and L were at kill percent the first time, they've essentially both come back to kill percent because L has actually died and NMW is now over 100. And Wavebringer has not died. The inability to take stocks is a huge problem, especially in doubles. There is that bear they were looking for. And Ralph can't get the shine to clean up NMW, and now it's NMW's turn to live very long. But with the damage that Wavebringer did, it may be a bit late for that. Wow, I have no idea where this camera is that we're looking at here. Okay, 5 stocks to 2. This got out of hand pretty quick. I think the pivotal moment was just their inability to kill Wavebringer and how much damage he did in the intervening time. There's a stock in NMW and on L, and a 5 stock coming out for Wavebringer and Ralph, and they take game 4 without a second thought. So where will they go for game 5? We apologize for the lapse in camera footage of the players. Okay, but we are on Battlefield. Rather cliched choice, but who can blame anyone for doing it? It's a fine stage, and it's perhaps the most fair of any stage in Melee. Except the Legends. By fair, I mean character matchups, but what happens there is a completely different story. That looks like a Ledgehog. NMW coming back, though. L already has lost a stock, as tends to be a fairly common theme during his matches, as we have seen. Is that the first stock off Ralph? It sure looks like it. Nice save on the umbrella. Teamwork makes the dream work, but both players do die immediately, but they made a show out of it, and that counts for something. Alright, bit of damage coming up on the left side of the stage, and on the right side of the stage, damage hasn't quite been done all the way. Wow, what a back air! And there goes L on one side and Wavebringer on the other. NMW making it to 176 this stock, though. A long life. And blue team looking alright so far. No early stocks. we keep going. And it is 4 stocks to 4, actually. So the game becomes more even than it did a few seconds before. Is that a stock on Peach? No, it is not. Wavebringer able to protect himself. But not for too long. NMW would be at kill percent normally, like say in a singles match, but it's doubles, and we've seen what he's capable of in terms of longevity. And there is that save that you have to assume comes when both teams' players get put off stage. Is that an edge guard? No, the F smash misses. NMW and his teammate both at kill percent. There it goes for NMW. L on his last stock and just air dodges off. And now there's a definite advantage for red team, but now less can be said for that. And Wavebringer maybe with a team kill. And there it does come out. And now blue team in the driver's seat. Team's far more chaotic than you might believe on first glance. And on first glance it looks pretty rough. Peach is at kill percent. And there it goes. So it's either a 2v1 victory for Ralph or grand finals for NMW and L. And that's looking like a wrap. The up air doesn't connect because of the pummel, and Ralph is still alive. If he can take either stock here, and there is that stock question mark on NMW? No! And that is the set. NMW and L take it over Wavebringer and Ralph and punch their ticket into grand finals of doubles at the Spartan 3.